Welcome everybody to another Heroes of Fandom video. Welcome back to the Poke Corner. Come on in, sit on down, because we have a fun one for you today. I may have made a big Pokemon purchase today from our fellow Heroes of Fandom, Carlos. So he was selling his vintage collection, and Richard bought a few things, and then I told him whatever he does not buy, I want to buy everything. They got a little bit. I'm still editing that Punch-Out video.
Oh, that thing?
Yeah, I was editing it a few days ago.
You interested in Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Magician?
Oh my god.
I included it just because I know that you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, so... These were my prestige cards. Like, these were the ones I actually used in decks and, like, the rare ones. So,
you were a competitive boy.
This was my first card.
Do you really want me to take that one?
What, XE?
Yeah. It's your first card, man.
Actually, yeah, I'll keep this one. But, I mean, this is just where I put, like, special cards.
Okay.
So it's like... like shiny, or... Actually, I don't know what this over here, but,
Is that coral? I'm just kidding.
Here you go. Yeah.
Oh.
Did you mention that there was anything else that you were like?
Everything. Like everything.
Like literally everything? Like
yeah.
Just...
Whatever you don't want to keep. The bulk, regular stuff.
Yeah. No, if you wanna just give me a blanket price for everything, like.
I feel the power in this one.
Put in the little sleeve.
Honestly, these are not bad condition either. Like a little whitening on the sides, but not like giant creases or anything.
The Venus.
Oh wait.
And that's it.
I never saw the Venusaur. Is that base set?
I think so.
I'll trade you. It got a little bit out of my price range, but I still did pick up a lot of good stuff, and we're gonna check it out here today. I sleeved up everything that's super valuable, so I'm gonna keep those off to the side. And then I'm gonna show off the main bulk pile that I bought. A few first editions, a few base set 2s, base set 1s, fossil, gym heroes, stuff like that. A lot of different variety, because he was a major collector back in the day. I'm trying to get him back into it. We'll see, fingers crossed. But we'll go ahead and just start busting through the bulk pile, just check out everything, and then yeah, we'll go from there. But first off, we got some Victory Bell from base set 2, a nice Porygon from Rocket. There's a lot of rocket sets in here, which is really nice. A little Clefairy doll, I thought this was a little nice throwback. I haven't seen one of these in forever. A lot of base set 2 stuff. There is a few from, like, there's Fossil, there's Articuno, there's Snorlax from base set 2. There's the Dark Dragonite. There's a few Dragonites in here coming up, and you will... They're pretty spicy, I'm not gonna lie. But a lot of cards that I actually haven't seen, because it's been a long time. Look, Carlos's favorite card. But it's been a while. Oh, there's a base set Electrode. It's been a while since I've actually seen a full set of base set 2, base set, like the gym one, the gym trainer ones, the dark set, the rocket set, sorry. Especially with the new rocket set that just came out, I was kind of curious to see some of the ones that I haven't seen. Like there's the Dark Duck Trio. I have that one, Japanese holo. There's Doug Trio, there's Aerodactyl. There's a lot of cool ones from like Fossil that it's been a long time since I've actually seen them. But yeah, and then there's a few from collections as well. I have some history with collections as well. You will see in a future video. Hopefully sometime in the near future. But like you get little things like this little Diglett, a Rocket Diglett. I might have Deep Pocket Monster sign that one for me. That would be a fun little thing to do. I know people are having him sign a whole bunch of freaking Digletts because of his thumbs. So but now we got some Jungle, Jigglypuff, some Ghastly, Weepin' Bell, one of the weirdest artworks he's ever had in his entire life, I feel like. Some base potions, a nice Granbull that I actually don't know what set this is from. It's Double Star, whatever that is. I don't know if it's a promo or what. I have to go check that out. I haven't really gone through the bulk, so this is kind of my first time going through a lot of this stuff. There's that base set Machoke. There's a random Japanese Pineco, right? Something like that. That's a cool one. That dark side, well, not dark Psyduck, but the rocket Psyduck. one of my favorites, honestly. The like aggressive, mean headache looking thing. I've had those days. Parasect from Jungle, Eevee from Rocket, Seal from base set, Girafarig from the double star set that I keep forgetting. That must be, is that Neo Genesis? Oh, maybe. We'll see. The Rocket Abra is pretty cute. I love that one. The base set 2 Kadabra, Bill's Teleporter, of course. Base set Dratini in a different language. Pufund. Dragonair in English. Okay, that's in English. I haven't checked for different languages in this, to be honest. But okay, Victory Bell from base set 2. Base set 2. Dark Vileplume is a sick one. Vileplume is a sick Pokemon. There's the Dark Abra with the sick... I never noticed it until I started looking up some of the old sets because of the new Rocket set coming out. And the freaking face, I don't think any of the Arboks have this face. I'm pretty sure they don't. It was just for the Dark Arbok. And it's so cool, dude. They need a... If this is not a regular Arbok skin for the face right here, the bottom part, then they need to bring that back in like shadow form or something. And a cool little Magby baby Pokemon. So running through the bulk super fast. We'll go ahead and put these up in the... I'll put them over offside. So now we'll go ahead and jump into the big hitters. I'm just gonna do it like flip style so I can surprise myself. I already know some of the ones in the front, but bam. So we got our first edition Golem from Fossil, which I don't think I've ever seen this card. It's a really nice card, honestly. Golem is an awesome card, or Pokemon. Is one of my favorites from the first gen. So there's a first edition Omastar from Fossil. Nice looking dude with a nice like photorealistic background. We got a first edition Omanity. I don't know. One of those. What a cool little dude with his little Fossil background. The ruins in the background. I love these artworks. Fossil just has some nice artworks, honestly. Oh, there's a first edition Jungle Electrode. Fun fact, Electrode is one of my favorites, as always. But yeah, that's it's a very interesting artwork. It's very, you just took the hit of acid and it's just hitting now kind of look. You're just falling into the Rainbow Verse kind of thing. Oh, it's cool. And Electrode has some intense caveman eyebrows. We got the Kabuto first edition card. Again, Fossil. Some photorealistic background for the fossils. It's super cool. I don't know. It just looks nice. I like the concept. I like how they did it. I like the implementation, I guess. There's a first edition Mystery Fossil. A lot of Fossil first editions. I'm just realizing that now. That one's a pretty sick card. Pretty infamous card. There's one of the big boys. A first edition non-holo Dragonite from Fossil. This is one of the sickest cards I've seen for Dragonite. Dragonite has so many cards, but this is one of my favorites. The rainbow textures in the background with like the plains. I think he's like sitting in the grass field or something like that with the sun hitting him. Just sitting there looking like a little cute fuck. Looking like a little cute Mabu's. Like, how can you not love this card? And it's a first edition. So I will say with some of these, they are, as Carlos would put it, heavily loved. So they're not in the best condition, but it's more of a, I like collecting for the memory, not as much for the value. So these will always be known as the cards I got from Carlos. They'll go in a separate binder so I can preserve his collection and keep it. So if he ever wants to look at it, it's right here. Never going to trade these guys. That is a given. But we got our, what is it? Kids WB Presents Pokemon, the first movie, Electabuzz promo. I used to have these back in the day, and honestly, this one's in pretty good condition. But he has a few of these. He has almost all of them, I think. And they were such cool cards. The only one I don't have still is the Ancient Mew, and I'm still frustrated about that. I need to get it. There is the Kids WB Presents Pokemon It's the first movie still, right? Yeah, the first movie, Dragonite, Carrier Dragonite, or the Mailman Dragonite, whatever it's called, I forgot. It's just a famous artwork. You instantly recognize it when you see it, and it's such a sick card. A simple art, heavy lines, just solid colors, no shadows for the most part. It's just, I don't know, it's a simple but effective card for a Dragonite. Dragonite just has, somebody loves Dragonite over at Pokemon because they just get some good artworks. There is the little Chunkachu, he's definitely grown a few inches or a few feet since back in the day, I guess. But he just looks like a little ball with ears coming out. So he's a little chunky boy. But this is the Kids WB Presents the first movie promo Pikachu card. And honestly, I remember I was talking with them. These cards are not in the worst condition. Like the Dragonite has some scuff on the front. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. But like these are pretty solid, especially for like a binder piece. You'll never know. So it's really cool that I can have these in my collection now. And I think there's one more promo. Oh yeah, this is a promo I had never seen. I think he said, I don't know if this one was or he kept the Game Boy one, but there was one that was an exclusive to a Game Boy cartridge or something like that. And it was a really cool one. I think this one is not that, but it's still a card I've never seen. It kind of looks like the, if you can get a little closer look, doesn't it look like the Polygon team from Smash Bros? And then you got what, Charizard, you got Golbat over there, you got maybe Bulbasaur or Venusaur, you got Geodude, Staryu. Dude, I didn't even notice. I haven't got a chance to really look at this card that much. That is sick. What is happening to him? He's getting sent to the Shadow Realm. What did he do wrong? He went to the Polygon dimension. And he never made it into Smash Bros somehow. But we got a nice Muck is definitely a fun one for me. I love Muck. Just the concept of the Pokemon is cool. Just the thing kind of vibes. Like the blob. But Muck from Collections, pretty cool one. Nice hollow pattern on it. Just a classic card that you gotta love. With a face on Mother Can Only Love. And then we got our base set 2 Ninetales in fairly good condition. Sick artwork. I liked the old hollows. I know they've upgraded so much now, but like, I don't know, there's something nice about those simple hollows where it's just the Pokemon with this abstract background of something that relates to its typing or whatever. And honestly, with this one, it's just such a, let me take it out of the sleeve. It just does not do it justice in the sleeve. Like the hollow pattern on the Ninetales is such a nice, with the blue flames on it and the red background. It's just a beautiful card, man. A little clean, honestly, a little clean. That little cleanup on this card, that could get a pretty high grade. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll go to that one, and then we're starting to hit some of the big hitters, I believe. There's one of them. There is the first edition Machamp from base set. Oh, obviously, it's first edition. I'm dumb. But Machamp is, I know I keep saying it, one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 1. I just have always enjoyed like the people's physiques. So I've always been into bodybuilding and stuff like that, powerlifting, strength training. So he kind of appealed to me back in the day. But he's just a sick Pokemon, dude. And he needs a Mega so he can get his 6 arms. He just needs one. And I'm hoping he'll get one in the new game. So, but yeah, we got our first edition Holo Machamp. I was wondering why these were so cheap in price. Carlos was telling me about it, a little more about it in detail. I love the little arm effect in the background where he's just swinging like crazy. It's just a cool concept, honestly. Like I said, Pokemon in the front, abstract concept in the back that matches the Pokemon's typing or whatever. The abstract swirls with the fist coming out, looking like he's just punching so fast you can't even see it. It's just sick. But yeah, Carlos was telling me that this was a very, very, very common card. Like I think a first edition Machamp in pretty good condition is like 15 to 20 bucks, not even. And it's good for me because I can get it for for a fairly good price. But yeah, he said they like, I forgot exactly. I'll have him remind me. But he said they like gave it out at stores and stuff like that. Like it was just a very common that came in decks and came in different stuff, and it's just a super cool card to give away. They don't really do that anymore. Not like this. They don't give nice cards like this out. There's some promo. Oh, you have to buy everything, but like, yeah, it's as like just like a promotional thing. They don't give cards like they used to. And then we got the spicy one here. This one definitely has to come out of the sleeve because I am slowly learning about how crazy collection firework reverse holo patterns are. And Richard assumed this was a fake card, and I do not blame him because I have one that's I have my Voltorb reverse holo card, and these things just go for so much money. Like I think this one was like 40 to 60 bucks moderate condition, or like no, it was near mint. I think it was somewhere around there, but it was like, it was just crazy. It's a Mankey. It's a regular Mankey, but I guess the firework they were cooking on something else when they released the firework pattern in collections. I have the collections Charizard. I have it right here. Where is it? Let me find that. Let me show it off. All right, I remember I put it into the newly refreshed white binder. There it is, my baby boy right there. But this is my holo Charizard from collections that I found from my childhood collection, which I will be doing a video some point in the near future, as all things. But it's funny that I'll show it off real quick. I assumed I got super lucky to get the holo pattern. I'm assuming it's harder to get the holo pattern than it is to get the reverse holo. But this one's like $200 something. The reverse holo firework version of Charizard is like $1,200. I feel like it's just because it's so unique, and I love the concept, and I wish they would bring back a special type of holo foil like this, because again, there's just nothing like this nowadays. It just doesn't exist. The reverse holos are thrown away for the most part. They're like not even that big of a deal. And I feel like if they really took some chances and did something like this again, dude, I've never heard of reverse holos going for more than the actual holos by like 5 times the amount. So yes, Pokemon, bring these back. And it's a very interesting pickup from Carlos's collection. Now I can add 2 fireworks to my collection. And then we're gonna, bam. Oh, this is one of the big boys. So this is the unlimited base set holo Dragonite. It has some love. It has been loved a little bit, but it's honestly, with a little cleanup, I think it would look, it's got a lot of whitening and shit, but it'd be fine. That's not the point. But it's such a nice card, and it's holo. The rays of sunlight comes through so much better. And I don't know, it's perfect kind of holo pattern. It matches the text, it matches the background so well. And just as a comparison, let me find my first edition Dragonite now. There we go. For some reason, I just realized this now. That's got like sun bleached or something, but this Dragonite is so much darker than this Dragonite. Huh. That's interesting. Maybe it's because it's first edition, they updated it. That's kind of cool. See, you notice little things when you put them together. But yeah, I think the rainbow like holo foil in the background is nice. It kind of like boosts the effect a little bit. I wish the Dragonite was a little bit darker still, but it's just a sick card. They're all sick cards. It's an awesome collection, honestly. Thank you, Carlos. And I don't know, if I get some more money before you sell the other ones, I might have to hit you up again. try to sneak some more into my collection, because he still has a lot more that he has. So there we go. Holo Dragonite, one of the most expensive things I bought from his collection. And then bam. So I've been wanting to at least get some of the starters from base set. I don't feel like I'm ever going to get the Charizard. I don't feel like paying that much for the Charizard, unless it's like extremely damaged, which maybe I would. But I have the collection Charizard that I pulled as a kid, so I'm going to count that. I have my base set Venusaur now that I have gotten from Carlos. Again, this one is a base set Venusaur. It's been through the ringer just a little bit, but man, it's iconic. Like what else do you say? It's just an iconic card. It's such a sick artwork. It's such a sick background. Chunky ass Venusaur, like the chunkiest version of Venusaur that's ever existed. Seems like all the Pokemon went on a diet after the first gen. But yeah, it's a base set Venusaur. Now I just need that base set Blastoise. That's my last one, and then I'll be good with the triple. Unless I randomly find $2,000 on the street and I can go buy the base set Charizard too. Why not? I don't think that one's actually that much. Unlimited version. Yeah, well. And then, sorry. We'll move on to the last one, which is one of my favorites from this entire collection that he sold me. It's obviously, it's Dark Gyarados. So I've been collecting Gyarados as much as I can. I'm trying to get a wide range of Gyarados, because obviously Heroes of Fandom is heavily associated with Magikarp, and that by association are also associated with Dark Gyarados. Say associated 3 times fast. But the Rocket is such a nice set. I wish I had more cards from it, but Dark Gyarados is a sick one, dude. It's just super nice. Look at the artwork. Look at the dark cards are so good, dude. And again, the freaking just the perfectly drawn Pokemon with an abstract background that doesn't distract from the Pokemon itself. Just a nice concept. The holos back in the day were amazing. Look at that. Such a sick card from base set Rocket. And like I don't think I've said it for this one, but this one's not in the worst condition. It has has quite a bit of whitening on the edges, a bit of a scratch right here, but the front is obviously there's scratches on the holo foil, but the front itself is in pretty good condition. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty nice. Like a little touch up, a little buffing, get the sander out and just over it, and you'll be all right. You'll be fine. But yeah, this is definitely, I saved it for last. I remember that I had this on top. That's why I did it from the bottom, because I wanted to save the best for last. And this is one of my favorite cards from the collection that I bought from Carlos. And man, it's such a nice card. It is such a nice card. And I'm hoping to buy the Dark Gyarados pre-release at some point, so I can have that in my collection as well. Because apparently that one's not that expensive, and it's pretty readily available. So I might have to add that one later on. But yeah, some of the big hitters, we'll just put them in my hand real quick. Some of these guys real quick. We got our Dark Dragonite from Rocket base set. We got our Unlimited Venusaur from base set. We got our Holo Unlimited Dragonite from Fossil. Forgot for a second. We got the Firework Reverse Holo Mankey from Collections. We got our first edition Holo Machamp. Finally. In slightly better condition than Richards, just slightly. That video will be coming out too eventually. There's so many videos in the pipeline that I need to finish. And then a base set 2 Ninetales. And then a whole bunch of first editions, promo cards, sick promos from back in the day from the first movie. A whole bunch of first editions from Fossil and Rocket. And man, it's just a sick set. It's just a sick set of cards that I was able to buy from Carlos. And big thanks to Carlos for actually holding these and letting me buy these from him. It is a huge part of my life right now. Pokemon has really enveloped my life for worse or better. But I love doing the streams and I love making the content. So thank you, Carlos, again for selling me your collection. And I look forward to buying more from you in the future. Hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, so thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you coming by. This has been a blast. New stuff to add to my collection. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and have a good day.